Morning, guys. So this morning I want to start with a very important, I would say, a message that I want to deliver you. Today I want to talk about a bit more about discipline, because that is the thing that keeps you going. And what is the difference between, because some people, they got confused, between these two things. One of them is discipline and one of them is motivation. They think it's kind of the same thing, but actually it's not. It's a completely two different things. Motivation is when you feel motivated to do something, but something comes up and you think, I'm going to do it next day, and something like that. And next day the motivation is gone and that job stays undone. But discipline is what keeps you going when you don't have that motivation, because you need to get that thing done. And it doesn't matter you feel motivated. When it's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. And that is what you should focus on. You should focus more on staying disciplined than motivated. Because motivation comes and goes. It's like with the money, You have it and you don't have it. But with the money, it's with the mindset. If you have the right mindset, you're always going to have that money on your hands. The same goes for the discipline as well. If you have the discipline, it doesn't matter. You have the motivation or you don't. You will try to do the things that needs to be done no matter what. And that is the right way to do it, Just get on with it and get it done. Because the problem with only motivation, it's not always there when you need it. You get what I'm saying? Oh, today's raining, or something happened, I don't want to do anything. And that means that day is gone. That day is wasted. But when you try to discipline yourself to do things, you will see it will become more easier. And you will see even the motivation will start to rise. Your motivation levels will start to rise. Because you see things are getting done. So it makes you feel good. And that is what separates discipline between motivation. Because motivation is just an emotional state, And it might not be always be there. While the discipline, if you truly stick to it, it will be always be there. And with the discipline, it's going to be a lot more easier to achieve your goals, whatever it is you want, And like I already mentioned, discipline on its own doesn't mean anything. Like I said, I know disciplined guys. They wake up early in the morning every day. They stick to that discipline. But their discipline has more likely become into a routine. Do you get where this is going? They are kind of a discipline, but at the same time, they don't achieve anything, because what their discipline is, all right, they wake up 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. All right, they wake up 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, but what they do all day, they do work all day. But that work is low paid because they work for someone else. They don't work on themselves. When you are working under someone, you are making money for that person, not for yourself. You get what I'm saying? So what good is that discipline? They don't go on weekends to drink. They don't party, all they do is work for the boss. And do you think that boss appreciates that work? All right, sometimes they get bonuses. But come on, you know how much this guy is making for his boss? A lot of money. So of course he's interesting for him to stay, So that is the point. Discipline on its own doesn't mean nothing if you not start to combining it with something else. But this is the thing, I wanted to give these examples. What is between motivation and what is between the discipline? Because the problem these days is with people, they say, oh, I feel down, I don't feel motivated. That is the problem. You should feel disciplined, not motivated. You get what I'm saying? Everybody has these days when they don't want to do nothing. But what makes a successful person? When he pushes, out that and just keeps going, No matter what. If it's a bad day, it doesn't matter. Things needs to still be done. That is the right attitude. That is the right mindset. And trust me, the money will come. But you need to start to combine discipline as well with other things, not just discipline on its own. Waking up early in the morning and working hard all day for your boss. You get what I'm saying? You make your boss rich, not yourself. And of course he's going to be happy, oh, this guy works so hard for me. But the question is, do you really need it? Do you really need it? So yeah, that is kind of I wanted to say this morning, because I was thinking last night as well, just before the sleep, I've seen these things happening in real life. Like, what is the difference between when people succeed and when they don't succeed? And that is the thing, you know, like the people as well who are motivated, they do achieve some things, but it depends on their emotional state. That is not the thing to rely on, because it comes and goes. So they might achieve something and then for half a year they don't do nothing because they like, oh, I'm exhausted, you know, I have no motivation left. Exactly, because you didn't stick with a discipline. That is the problem.